So I'm still listening to Grimes a lot. Pretty much like 90% of the music I've been listening to for the past like month has been Grimes. It's getting to the point where I'm starting to think it's not just a phase. We'll see, but listening to all her albums and just really liking most of what I hear. I will say I still think that Miss Anthropocene is her best album. I absolutely love that album. It was my favorite album last year. And I had this idea. I thought, what if I did a tier ranking of the songs on that album? So I just want to explain what these tiers are. I've got Oh God at the bottom. It's gonna be pretty rare. I don't even know if there will ever be a song that goes into this category, because this is reserved for songs where I hate it and I don't even see why anybody would like it. I just don't see the appeal at all. It makes my ears unhappy. It makes me say, oh God. Right above that is Nah, which is for songs that I don't personally like, but I could see the appeal. It's just not my thing. And I say nah when I listen to it. Above that is Okay. It's pretty self-explanatory. Above that is Good. Again, pretty self-explanatory. I'm not gonna skip it. I'm not gonna look the other way. I might even go out of my way to listen to it sometimes if I'm in the right mood. But yeah, I just don't consider it to be on that next level. The next level is Great. And these are the songs that I really, really enjoy. These are the songs that enrich an album, you know, their presence on an album makes the album better. Above that is Fantastic. These are songs that I just absolutely love. My favorite songs. When I think of an album that I love, the songs that I think of are the Fantastic ones. Full of life, full of creative energy, always enjoyable to listen to. Above that, the highest possible tier, a very exclusive tier. I'm only going to reserve this for the absolute best songs. For a song to be a masterpiece, to me, I have to feel like the artist who made it just gave it their all. They had a great idea, first of all, had a really great idea for a song, and then took that song to its full potential. And I just want to feel like they had tons of ideas, tons of different things that they could throw at this song, and every single one worked. It's pretty rare that that happens, but I'm gonna be mostly doing these tier lists of albums that I like. We might get more masterpieces than if I was just, you know, trying to do this for every album that I ever listened to. So okay, let's get right into it. Track 1, So Heavy I Fell Through the Earth. I did a video about this pretty recently. I went in depth about the production techniques that she does here, and I really think production-wise, it's really incredible. I like that it serves its purpose as the first song on the album really, really well. This is a Grimes album. It's weird. There's gonna be songs that are unlike anything else you've heard before. So to get a listener to really enjoy the album and appreciate it for what it is, you kind of need to ease them into that musical world a little bit. This song is pretty easy to follow. It's not totally crazy and out there. It's not, you know, just some normal pop song by any means, but it feels a little bit easier to digest, and it kind of slowly moves you into this musical world that she creates on this album. And in this world, you know, she does some pretty out there wacky stuff that you really can't fully enjoy. At least I can't fully enjoy unless I'm in the right headspace. And this song puts me in that right headspace, and I really, really love it for that. I'm gonna put this song in Fantastic right away. We start out with a fantastic song. Somebody said this song is a spiritual experience. It's kind of true. It really, it takes you to this place that most other songs can't do. And then what I love about this album is it keeps you in that place and you explore that place. Very, very cool. Next up is Dark Side. So I like to think about songs in terms of how they serve their purpose for the album. Coming right after So Heavy I Fell Through the Earth, we were introduced to this new musical world. This song, Dark Side, really starts in the depths, the darkest pits of that musical world. And instrumentally, I love it. I really, really like that sound. And again, just being put into that right headspace by So Heavy, it really has the desired effect, much more so than if it was the first song on the album. That being said, the weird, like, robotic, auto-tuned, non-rhythmic verses, I forget who it is. I think I want to say they're called Aristophanes, who does those verses. And it's kind of the majority of the song is that really fast, just, again, non-rhythmic. It doesn't follow any sort of pattern, and it's just so strange to listen to. I like that Grimes is strange. I like that she makes weird music, but there's always just a little bit of something that I can grasp that kind of brings me back to to earth a little bit, and that stuff is just kind of missing for this song. Overall, I do like it, and I think it serves its purpose well on this song, just saying, hey, this is like the darkness of this musical world, and the production is just phenomenal on this thing. Good qualities, I'm gonna put it in good. Next up is Delete Forever. I had been thinking about doing these tier rankings, and I had thought about what is the first song that I will put into the masterpiece category on a tier list. And for me, it just felt right. It just fits to have Delete Forever be the first song that I label a masterpiece. This song is so good. There are so many unexpected things that happen. There's so many different styles, different genres, and different ideas that get thrown into this thing. There's a part with a banjo and a trumpet going. There's a violin solo. There's a part, the post-chorus, that's kind of remixy vocals that remind me of like late 2010s dance pop. There's so much going on here, and none of it feels out of place. It all totally makes sense in this crazy way. The fact that she's able to do that and put all that on top of a song that really at its core is just a simple strumming acoustic guitar chord progression, and make this really enjoyable, dare I say accessible song out of it, it is just really, really mind-blowing. I still feel like this is the best song she's ever made. I really, really love it. It's incredible. Violence. I like Violence. I like this song a lot. It seems like she kind of is taking on this like villain role here. What I love about Grimes, just from what I know about her and what I've seen of her as an artist, as a person, it seems like she is much more concerned with expressing herself than she is with worrying about the opinions of other people. Of course, what can happen with people who really don't care what people think of them, they might say and do things that their fans don't agree with and don't like. And what annoys me is you get these people like, oh, you know, I love how Grimes, she just doesn't care, she does what she wants, you know, but also like, oh, then she said and did this thing, and oh, that's not cool, I don't like that. Like, well, no, I mean, she's doing what she wants, and sometimes you're not gonna like what she does. I don't know, I can go on a rant there, but this song is just so cool. It's very futuristic. I love the club beat that's going with it. It's very danceable, and it's kind of a catchy hook too. I mean, that chorus, it just has that quality of like, I'm gonna do what I want and I don't care, that I really, really love, and I find so appealing. So futuristic, it's so out there and different, but at the same time simple and catchy. Yeah, it's a really, really great song. I'm gonna put it up in fantastic. Okay, next up is 4 a.m. I really like the beginning to 4 a.m. What is it, a marimba or something? It's a very sort of jungly sound to it. And then she comes in with these weird vocal runs that are so Grimes, so cool, and just nothing like it. It's really, really great. And then it comes in with this intense, abrasive, fast-paced, synth-driven groove, kind of knocks you out of your shoes, and all of a sudden you feel like you're running, being chased through the jungle by some evil cyborg. It's just so great. I really, really love that first, you know, what is it, minute and a half, but then it just kind of does that again, and it doesn't feel like it goes anywhere. Like, we have this intense part, and it feels like it's building. It feels like it's building to something, but it never builds to that thing. And I don't know what that thing would be. I mean, I'm not sure where I would have taken this song, but it does just leave a little bit to be desired, I guess. I don't want to just like point out bad qualities of this song, because I really do think it's a great track. You know, at this point in the album, we're just mentally ready for a song like this. It still is surprising and shocking, and we're like, wow, this is really intense. It doesn't feel too jarring and too crazy. I can't help but like it, even though there's things about it, even though I wish it had some other parts and other different things going on. I love it for what it is. So I'm gonna put it in great. Okay, New Gods. I like the idea, I like the concept, New Gods. It fits with the whole theme of the album in a way. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I can't say I hate this song. I definitely don't, and I will always listen to it when I listen to this whole album, because I think it fits in the album, and it's kind of a nice breath after a song like 4 a.m. that's so intense. It's very cinematic, very grand. It feels like a long interlude. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just wish that there was a little bit more to latch onto here. Because all the other songs before this are extremely memorable and they all really stand out and make their mark on the album. This song just kind of doesn't do that for me. I'm gonna put New Gods because I like the concept and I think some of the melodies are really nice. I'm gonna put it in good. All right, next up is My Name is Dark. This song has grown on me every time I've listened to it. It's probably risen at least a couple tiers since the first time I listened to it. It's definitely one of those where you just have to be in the right headspace to fully appreciate it for what it is. It's really loud. It's really noisy. There's so much noise on this song. I typically don't like songs that have a lot of noise kind of almost covering the instruments and the other sounds. It's just this like loudness that's kind of masking all of it. I typically don't like that, but this song, it really fits and it makes sense that it has that noisy quality, really in the chorus especially. I also think this is lyrically probably the best song in the album. I love the lyric, you know me as the girl who plays with fire. This is the song I wrote for you in the dark. I think that's the lyric. Great for a pre-chorus because it kind of sets up the intensity that she's about to throw your way. And yeah, she freaking throws it. That chorus is so, like I said, noisy and just loud and in your face. I don't think I'm at fantastic yet with this song. Maybe in like 2 or 3 listens I'll be there, because again, it grows on me every time. But as for right now, I'm gonna put it in great. But just know that it was considered for fantastic. Okay, next up is You'll Miss Me When I'm Not Around. I love You'll Miss Me When I'm Not Around. I really, really like it. I think of this song as the most poppy song in the album. I think it's just the most straightforward and easy to digest. The melodies are more simple than typical, I guess, but it doesn't feel out of place in this album. It totally fits. It's short and sweet and simple. It feels like Grimes still being Grimes, still making a song that fits in this album, but going for something a little bit simpler, a little bit more catchy and accessible. And it just works so well. I just really, really like this song. I'm gonna put it in great. Okay, next up is Before the Fever. I feel similarly to this song to how I do about New Gods. It isn't easy for me to remember this song. I really like how cinematic it is though. It has this end of the world and we've accepted that the world is ending type of feel to it. And it's a really great song to put towards the end of the album. I like that it's not the last song in the album, and I'll kind of get to that in a little bit here. But it has that quality of, hey, we've reached the end of this journey, or at least we're getting really close to it, and we're gonna give you some finality here. This album is gonna feel complete by the end. That's the goal, and I think it accomplishes that goal really well. As a song, as a track, it just feels like one idea that was kind of stretched to 3 to 4 minutes, and I don't know if it needed to be that long. It's not my favorite on the album, but I will put it in good, because it has a purpose. It serves that purpose well, and can't really complain when a song does that. So the album finishes, the main track list finishes with I Adore You, and whew, I love I Adore You. I love this song. When you compare it to a song like Dark Side or My Name is Dark, these songs that are very dark and have just this hellish, horrible, horrific sound to them. It just, you feel like you're being sucked into a black hole or something. This song feels like this incredible breath of fresh air where you're rising into the clouds, and it's just so bright and happy and just joyful, you know? It's hard to think of other words for it. It's just this joyful song. There's a peacefulness to it also. I really, really like that this is the last song and not Before the Fever, because I feel like there's a lot of artists out there who would take a song like Before the Fever and make it the last song in their album, because like, oh yeah, it has this ending sort of quality and it's really epic and grand, so that'll be the end. It's like, no, you should end your album with a song, you know? End your album with a good, really epic song. This was the perfect choice to end the album. Also, this song, it's like 7 minutes, but it feels like it's, 4 minutes. It goes by so fast. I don't get sick of it. I just enjoy it every time I listen to it. I can't put it in masterpiece. It's not quite there, I really have to be exclusive, but this song is for sure in fantastic. Okay, and as a bonus, it would have felt wrong not to include We Appreciate Power on this tier list. This song, abrasive, loud, intense, scary. This song is scary. Not just the music, not just the gritty, distorted, dissonant guitar sound and that kind of scary hook of We Appreciate Power. It feels like you're watching an army marching in unison to go fight some horrible war or something. It's got this scary apocalyptic sound to it. But it's not just that. It's the concept, the lyrics, machines taking over and just accept it, just submit, like give in and embrace the power of the machines, The negative thing I will say about this song, I think there are just a few times where the lyrics are just a little bit on the nose. Like, okay, you're really just like telling us what this song is about and you're not showing us as much. So like this one, people like to say that we're insane, but AI will reward us when it rains. I feel like this song, its purpose is to be scary, it's to be intense and make you feel unsettled. I think it would do that better if the lyrics were a little bit more metaphorical, I guess. If it just felt like, oh yeah, this song sounds scary, but like you should read the lyrics and it gets even more scary. A lot of this just feels like the meaning of this song is being spoon-fed to me. I hate to like say things that are negative about this, because like have certainly made songs where I just am way too obvious with the lyrics and I'm not good with metaphors, so it's like it feels weird to like feel like I'm trashing somebody's lyrics for that. But I've got to explain why I'm gonna put it in the tier that I'm gonna put it in. There's enough really great qualities about this song that I'm gonna put it in great, but yeah, it feels like there was the potential for it to be fantastic and the lyrics kind of take me out of the moment a little bit. These are the 11 songs. Just kind of want to see if I agree with myself here. Let me know if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. I'm sure there are some things I said here. I'm sure there are quite a few things I said here that pissed you off. So yeah, let me know. I honestly want to hear. And let me know if you like this type of video, because I have a lot more ideas of albums that I could do this for. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun. I could do this all the time. So yeah, let me know if you like this. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to do that. Like this video if you want to do that. I make music of my own. You can go ahead and critique it harshly if you want to do that. There's that part of me that just feels weird, like saying negative things about music, because I know how hard it is. Like oh my god, it's such a struggle to make music. It's so difficult. But yeah, if you're angry at me, go ahead and take out your anger on those songs. Go and listen to them and tell me how much you hate them. Tell me how bad they are. Tell me how you would put every song in the oh god tier. I will be incredibly offended, but it's okay. That's all I have to say. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm a choice, I'm a master key. I'm trying to erase this pain. I'm the boss of reality and I'm trying to erase this pain. I don't care if it's bad for me. I'ma be who... Appreciate power. We appreciate power.